Hello everybody, my name is Jay Beetle, and this is Paranautical Activity, specifically Deluxe Atonement Edition. Now this just appeared randomly on my Steam downloads today, and I was wondering what the Deluxe Atonement Edition was. So if you don't know, I'm going to answer it for you. Apparently, as you might be able to tell, Paranautical Activity is coming back to Steam. Actually Friday the 13th, which is hilarious. There was a huge drama over it. You should look it up. It's very funny in my opinion. But it got taken off of Steam and now it's back. Anyway, the difference is they added a new level, they added more secrets, they added another weapon. Specifically, the quote is, "We've taken over the PC rights for Paranautical Activity because we love the game and we're sad that people weren't getting to play it. I wanted to thank everyone who had already supported the title in its early access stage, so we've added some new in-game content, a new level, item, and weapon, as well as a bunch of other cool unseen digital bits and bobs. Working with GOG, Steam, and the guys at Humble is always a pleasure and brings the game to a wider, different audience, so it's great to be going back out on all these stores on the same day. Nick, Alfieri, Digerati." Those are the names. So, I figured since I hadn't played this on my channel yet, I've only played it maybe 12 hours total, and I played it mostly before it was out of early access, I would try it again. So I'm going to pick the one I'm best at, which is David Bowie, and it is unlimited ammo. However, it is kind of short. And if you are completely unfamiliar about Paranautical Activity and you just found this by accident, or are wanting just to see the drama of it, it is essentially a 3D Binding of Isaac voxel-based game. Is it as good as Binding of Isaac? No, but what really is? It's still a lot of fun, and it reminds me a little bit of Quake, just because of the movement. However, in Quake, you can get away with sidestepping, strafing, but in this, you actually go slower if you sidestep, which is really annoying. Because sidestepping is... strafing should be obviously the best idea. And therefore, this can be difficult. Oh god, and the white ones are killing me. Alright, so I got a couple of armor. That was the mini-boss. The mini-bosses are in the blue doors. And they're essentially the same as the large boss, to be honest. But it's procedurally generated. It's random out of a set amount of already created rooms. You go through floors just like Binding of Isaac. You have to kill a boss at the end just like Binding of Isaac. Etc, etc, etc. It has kind of cool techno-ish... well, I don't know if it's techno. I don't know my music. It's interesting, though. You get unlocks. It's a pretty straightforward roguelike. The only problem with this game is some of the items, unless you play it a ton, you don't know what they do. And, you know, that's kind of normal. Again, just like Binding of Isaac. However, some of them don't even make any sense as to what they do. So you end up picking, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of the runs I've done, the game gives you items that are just terrible, one after another after another. There's of course like Ipecac in Binding of Isaac that gives you bombs as tiers, and that's terrible. But this seems to be all the time. Mega Bullets, see, I don't know, that's pretty self-explanatory, but you would think Mega Bullets would be larger bullets for everything? Let's see what happens. No, it's just damage up. So, I mean, that's great. That's probably the best thing you can hope for. Also, some of the enemies feel cheap. And I'll let you know if I actually get to the enemies. That I think feel cheap. All of them are more or less like most roguelikes. The enemies, you get familiar with them and you know what they're gonna do. This isn't any different for the most part. Now, why does he have so many different things here? This is one from before early access. And it's really, the reason I think it's funny is because, alright, I can explain it since I'm kind of just fighting anyway. But essentially, the banner on Steam on this game, at the same day it came out of early access, still said it was in early access. So one of the developers, I'm not going to name names, mainly because I don't care enough to remember what they are. One of them threatened on Twitter to kill Gabe Newell, you know, the Valve guy, Valve leader. And not in a, I mean, it's in a way that, you know, most kids would threaten other players online. It was obvious, well, at least to me, it was obvious that it wasn't a big deal. But things like that, I guess, in today's day and age have to be taken seriously, so. I mean, it was still really immature. It was really dumb of him. So it got pulled off of Steam indefinitely. Well, I guess certain things changed to allow them to put it back on Steam. I think a lot of roguelikes are more difficult than Binding of Isaac. I actually find Binding of Isaac to be really easy. And I say that knowing that you could have a terrible run in any true roguelike could give you a terrible roll of the dice and you get terrible items, and that's fine. But it just seems there's a lot of snowballing in Binding of Isaac. This game, not so much. And I think that's a good thing. I do like how fast you go and how fast you kind of have to go to not get hit. It's just, there are items that slow you down permanently, and then you can never get away. It just gimps you for the rest of the run. In Binding of Isaac, I don't think that happens. I know it can, but there's ways around it. This one, I might just not be given a fair chance. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy this game. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. And who knows, the upgrades, they could have changed things, changed the tuning of the game when they changed this for the Deluxe Atonement Edition, which I think is a great name for it. They should say sorry. It was very immature. But they'd also be crazy not to make an update of it. Just like in Spelunky, this game has a ghost that'll run after you if you take too long. I have yet to see it because I guess I just haven't taken long enough. But I think there is anyway. Nope, I'm an idiot. That's the way I came in. Now we're gonna fight the second boss. You get 2 weapons. Oh, I already did it. Oh man, I have terrible. Talking to myself just gets me. So yeah, there's an elevator. You go down. You have to wait. Like I said, some of these are really not fair. Some of them I should have gotten hit. Should have gotten a hit like there. If you want an in-depth look at it, you probably want to go see somebody else. Unless I get an amazing amount of people saying, hey, continue to play this, I probably won't, and you guys probably won't want me to. If you're just fiddling around, you happen to have found this video randomly, I normally do Don't Starve stuff and friendly little happy fun time games. I'm not opposed to doing others, I just do what's popular and what I also enjoy, and that's hard to find sometimes. Because Minecraft just doesn't have it going for me. Yet Minecraft is what everybody likes. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we got. Ironheart, I've heard is good. Mario, that sounds interesting. Ground Pound. I don't think it'll hurt anything though. We're about to find. Nope, we're not about to find out. So this is the one I'm talking about. This boss always drops the same thing, which I also don't like. I wish it were random. Each boss has specific things that it drops. And it's not even a pool of things. It's always the same item. Like watch, this guy will drop Blubber. And Blubber's great, except it slows you down. In this game, you really have to be fast. It's all about dodging and about killing things before they can kill you, which is obvious. But when you enter a room, it's more like if you don't kill them fast, you're gonna be screwed. Just because of the type of mob they are. Not yet, but in later enemies, you end up getting these monkeys that can go on the roof and or on the ceiling and on the floor, and they just jump back and forth between two. It's just hard to hit. Maybe it's the weapon. Maybe a shotgun would be easier. I just don't know why it's so hard to recreate the atmosphere of Binding of Isaac. I think Binding of Isaac is all about the art style. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, this is a hole. So there's holes in here, in this game. They made me start over on floor 1. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. So what you saw was a challenge room, and I was about to get an item, but I think it was a sword, which you have primary and secondary weapons, and if it's not... This is what I have as a primary, so if what I was going to get was a primary, I wouldn't be able to get it, because this is better than a sword, sorry. I also think the sword has charges, unlike this David Bowie. Also, they chose to name the player based on the weapons that they have, but the weapons aren't unique. You can find all these weapons in the game, no matter what character you are, and they're just puns, and I love puns, but I don't know, it's just... It doesn't give it feeling. I know it's hard to do that for a roguelike when everything else is randomly generated to make the characters interesting. Well, don't make them then interesting, but don't make it seem like they're any different than the other characters. They're only different in the beginning. And I don't know whether I want to say I hope they do well or not. I would never wish bad on an indie dev company. Indie devs automatically always have it bad as it is, unless they get really lucky and get a popular game. But I don't know the whole story with these guys. The dev that brought this thing back might be an asshole too. I don't really know. I guess I shouldn't assume that, but I've heard things. Twitter's a weird place. Really, the original guy probably meant it as a joke. I mean, frustrated, but it's still a joke. So this is a padlock of some sort. I don't want it to slow me down. Full ammo. Oh, it's totally not a padlock. Another thing that I dislike about games like this is I think voxel's lazy. Some people really like the look of it. And if it's the only thing that'll help get your game going, that's great, but it sucks. I want more of a concrete style. Binding of Isaac was great. Even when you went to the whole 16-bit version, I was one of the ones that didn't want it. But now that there's even a filter, I still use the original. I do have to say, though, the enemies, the bosses, are very interesting. Oh yeah, we got bombs too, but they're not that effective. And you can get terrible buffs for the bombs, like floating bombs that just float away when you shoot them. They don't explode on contact. Free armor, speed down. See, freaking speed down. Let's just keep going with this. Oh yeah, I had to restart. But, you know, there's plenty of things I like about the game. I don't normally listen to this type of music, but I do actually enjoy this. Gets me pumped for the game that I'm playing. The enemy selection is varied enough, so I know what I'm dealing with, but still run into new ones occasionally. But I do have to go back to something I hate, which is the procedural generation of these stairs. Stairs don't make sense, unless they've improved it. They could have improved it in this game, but you'll have stairs going into other stairs. However, this is very gratifying when you manage to clear a room and not take damage, or clear whatever, not take damage. Snowballing into something amazingly powerful is pretty fun, but it rarely happens in this game. Also, I guess since I'm naming things I enjoy, I want these sharks. It is easy to tell what are pickups, what are bad guys, what's walkable, what will hurt you, what won't. So that's good. I think that should be priority, one of the priorities. They did a good job about that. Pretty much anything that moves is going to kill you. Oh, my favorite jellyfish. He just runs around randomly. He'll only... There's just a chance he'll change direction mid-direction, but he'll only turn... I don't know, it's hard to explain. Your soul darkens. See, I don't know. Everything's clear except for what the item is, sometimes. That bucket of tar looked like a 3D padlock to me. I can't imagine what a padlock would do. Definitely not like a key. I wish I could give you more on what is actually new. I imagine that'll be, by the time this video is out, you'll be able to just look it up on the wiki. See what specifically is new. But if you're looking for a vague and non-spoilery version, I gave it to you. I wish adding a new character meant something. But it doesn't. When they said they had a new one. I also think there were more characters, but they locked them. Because before early access, this game was... Well, first of all, there were no sharks. There weren't turtle guys. There were a lot less monsters. It was actually pretty easy. I beat the game several times. Now I can't get close to beating it. Which I guess is a good thing. We got 331. Bottle opener, scissors. I'm going to go ahead with the scissors, hoping I get enough in this next room. The map is a tiny bit too tiny sometimes. You can't tell. It takes, even though it's all, you're always centered, like the person is always in the center, it feels like sometimes you still don't know where you are or which direction you're going. I wish the map was stationary and you were the one that moved around it. That's just a small pet peeve of mine. Some games allow you to choose between which one you want, so I know it's preference. I know people want both. What the heck are you trying to do? I mean, there's a new level. I don't know what that means, really. I don't know if it's at the end. I don't know if it just can have a chance of happening. I have 1 gold off. I hope I get gold. Yeah, I'm gonna get gold out of this. I also have not weapons, these little things, pickups. I don't know what all of them do, and they don't tell you even after you use them. I assume that was more damage, because, I mean, geez, I'm tearing this thing up. I like that one. Probably the best. Holy crap. I love that. I should have kept the other. I was thinking of a dice roll, and then there's the wings. I'll take the double jump. Oh, I can't double jump, because that's the thing about this game. I can't double jump, I can only ground pound. And then it overlaps. Items overlap too much. There's another one that's VVVVV based on that game, VVVVV, and it's just you flip up, the world flips upside down, and you're running on the ceiling, and you can do it at will whenever you hit spacebar, but you can't jump, and that, unless you're really coordinated, limits your movement. This, I wish I could double jump. I'm never gonna pick up that other one again. Oh, it's another one. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to keep it, and then I'm going to go all the way back. And that Mario thing. If it would have been a Goomba, it would have been the ground pound would have made sense, but it was a flower power. I expected to be able to shoot fireballs. Right, let's get these scissors. Cut prices in half. Okay, that's, well, I mean, oh, I guess it did, didn't it? Increase midair speed. Now that is good. I think I can ground pound then jump. No, I can't. I don't know. I got it for a second. That's just ridiculous. I think I'm gaining speed by doing this. So that's not as ridiculous as... Oh man, if you have any motion sickness, I just made you throw up. Door's already open. Oh, right. Come on, come on. I hate rooms like this. In games like this, at least. What the hell? Alright, there we go. For instance, let me just make another comparison to Binding of Isaac. It has rooms where you're dark, but it lights up around you. Look at this. Developer, you've made a good game, a good, decent game. It's just the things that I mentioned. It would be nice if you changed. And I know you're never gonna see this. Let's get out of here. Let's be reckless. Okay, this is... I can only assume I'm doing the right thing here. And since this squidopus thing been hit so many times, speed up. Oh, I picked it up because I landed on the... Yeah, I'll take a speed up, definitely. Okay, so now we got all this crap. Oh yeah, I still have it, don't I? Oh, that was dumb of me. The best type of game, but can be the most frustrating type of game, is when you actually have a game where you can only... Every time you die is your fault, as opposed to game mechanics or a bug or something like that. Move and shoot faster. Yes, I like. Also, another shoot faster type of thing is not good for this weapon. And I don't have a secondary. That's David Bowie only has a bow. Now this Ankh, I can't remember what it does. Now I can't get the other one because I can't double jump, because I would be able to otherwise. Let's see what's over here. I have almost... I guess these rooms are good for target practice, yes. Extra money. It's a little jellyfish. I don't have 200. Didn't need it though. Health box, can of beans, blast shield. No thing from bombs, and all these are half price too. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna go with the can of beans. See what that does. Damage nearby enemies. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, that is awesome. Oh god. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Alright, let's damage you. Wow, that one blew up for no reason. Damage you. Oh man, this is actually a good one. I'm gaining a lot of extra... Alright, let's just get it. Let's get out of here. We've done the 3 major rooms, I believe. Unless... Yeah. What bombs? Yeah, now I don't take damage from bombs. That's a good synergy with another item that increases your bomb blast rate. You know, it's the same type of thing as any roguelike where you get bombs and then you're immune to them. Alright, let's keep moving. I'm probably already in an hour, so... 4. Alright, survive a dark floor, unlocks eye patch item. Yeah, before the access, I think you had access or had a chance to get all of the items. And now they're unlocked like a normal game would be. I don't know why that was implemented. No. that he waited so long to implement it in that way. I'm fine with it. It gives them, it sort of gives a metagame. It gives you a reason to continue playing. And in today's game market, you kind of need a reason to play the same game you just beat over and over. Especially if it's a roguelike. This is when it gets tricky, folks. The skulls are totally fine. It's just they can get to you, especially this room, really fast. They can gang up on you. Oh, do they explode now? See, that one exploded. It probably wouldn't have hurt me anyway. Let's find out. Well, let's not find out, I guess. Busting through. Those are the worst. Oh, those are the worst. Oh god, there was just a shark that fell from the ceiling? Come on. There we go. This had a picture, it had a picture of those butterflies on the character. I can only like the David Bowie character. I can only assume that's because this excels in hitting them. Oh god. I really want to see the new item. Only people, and I won't necessarily be able to tell for sure if the new weapon or whatever new items are new items because I haven't unlocked them all. But to someone that's just bored and watching this and has already beat the game several times since early access, which you would have had to own the game, you would have had to have bought the game the same day it left early access, or you would have had to have it in early access like I did. But yeah, if that's the only way I foresee you being able to tell is yourself, not me. VVV, great. That's exactly what I didn't want. There you go. Who wants to get sick? Sand shark, flippers, rocket launcher. I don't want that. I do kind of want the sand shark. Why? Because it's a sand shark. It looks cool. Why are these all... Yeah, they can't get to me now. Oh, they can still shoot me, though. So it has its upsides, but it's mostly downsides. Yeah, I mean, I love the music. I get 158. That's nowhere near 200. Need 50 more, people. Ah, ran right into that. Another one of my blunders. This is gonna be so fun, he said sarcastically. God. Oh, I already went to that one. I do 171. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I can't get there. Crap. Oh, I hate this so much. There we go. Oh, another room like this. Ah! Okay, that helped me. I wouldn't be able to get out of that. So I'm gonna pull all these guys over here. And then over here. Oh crap, I can't do what I wanted. I just wanted to kill them all. Oh, I can. Boom. And 3 bombs, which I have not been using, but I can use so easily now. Oh, okay, all right. It's helping me out so far. It's just jumping is about mid-air speed, you know, the whole movement thing, and this really limits your movement. Also, your arrows still fall down, and since I'm up, that's still bad. It lets you get all sorts of new practice on things. That's how I'm gonna say it. Oh god, I keep taking that 1 damage in these rooms. Oh yeah, they can run into it. Well, that was less effective than I wanted to be. I want rid of you, VVV, so badly. Let's get out of here. Oh, that's kind of freaky, actually. Oh, this is the one I thought I had at the very beginning. So this is when bombs are good, and I know exactly what... This is another one of those items where I hate it. Look, you can't get me now. He literally can't hit me. Can you kill... You just killed yourself, alright? These are useless. They're funny, but they're useless. So... yeah, that's funny. Sure. I've seen it before. I actually would laugh if it was... But yeah, that's probably bad, because if it hits me, not the explosion, it still hurts. Whereas the other one... I can't get hurt by bombs anymore. Alright. Halfway through. There's what I'm talking about. You don't know where you're going, and then you get stuck on terrain because of the way that the stairs are. And other things that... There you go! I took more damage. That's just frustrating. That shouldn't happen. You have to move fast enough. Back up. Now you can't hit me. I guess depending on the boss, this is a game breaker in a good way. Feeling lucky, punk? All stats up. Oh, okay. I like that, but I can't really say much because I probably only like it because I lucked out. So I guess I'll take this time and when I die, time to say, if you are new to the channel and you just stumbled upon it because you were wondering what the Deluxe We're Sorry edition was, then stay a while, subscribe. I play other games. I don't normally play this one, but you never know. And I have streams 2 days a week. It's a lot of fun. People hang out. I'm normally... As of this recording, I'm playing a lot of Starbound, so if you're not into that, well, tell me something else to play. God. Ah! As any roguelike would be, the game gets a lot harder the further you go. And I'm not complaining about that at all. Just bear in mind that the difficulty ramp up is huge, I think. It's very steep, rather. I'm not saying whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because that's more of a preference. If you want a challenging game... Oh, crap. Alright, I'm down to no armor. I need a good item. I have not made this easy for myself, is what I'm saying. I'm going to get hit. That is inevitable. Come on. Don't end like this. These are the monk. They're too difficult. Too difficult. Alright, so I got this guy in the corner. Alright, that's all. Oh. I'm just trying to find the this, that's for sure. trying to find the store in hopes that I can get a game-ending weapon or a new weapon or a game-ending item. I actually like this weapon a lot. It's kind of like the rocket launcher, but no splash damage. And you might say that's stupid, but any item that requires less aim and more timing is an item for me, is a weapon for me. And this does require aiming, but it's more about the wait for the right shot. Whereas if it was like an assault rifle, which there are similar items in this game, I just am not good at aiming. I guess maybe I can't make an excuse. That's just the fact of it. 4 out of 6 people. It's coming to an end. 2 out of 6. There's also no time that you could not take damage. I forgot what that's, invincibility time. I don't know what they call it. But yeah, there isn't any of that, so you can just go until you're dead. That's just hardcore. Come on, give me a break here. Where are you? All right. I hate to have it end like that. Like I said, please subscribe if you find yourself enjoying this and you actually watched it to the end. I would love to have you around. My name is Jay Beetle, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. So, of course, we're going to hit all 3, because that's a total of about 10 damage. 9. Close. Try to get a stun, but he dodged, even though it looked like he blocked, but whatever. Crafty attack. Force of devil. I almost said devil cry. Ugh. So he's in the front, and he's very weak.